1.5 billion people on the planet who regularly practice the Christian faith. Then if you add together the Muslim faith, you know, you've probably got another 1 to 1.5 billion people on the planet who practice that faith. And then if you add some of the other faiths that are less prevalent, you can see that, you know, a good half of the world's population probably has some kind of religious belief. Now, and even more probably. Now, if you examine all of that and go, okay, let's collectively get all of those the leaders of all these religious faiths together, and present to them the principle that if the principle inside of their faith is loving, then they retain the belief. So if it's just an issue with regard to some kind of, you know, what you would call, what do you call it, sort of like a, you know, ritual, yeah, some kind of ritual, and it's not out of harmony with love, then why not keep it? There's no harm in it, you know, there's no harm in retaining certain rituals if they're completely in harmony with love. But as soon as it's out of harmony with love, we get rid of it. We say that cannot any longer be a part of our religious faith. Right? Now, if every religion agreed to do that, already you would have the leaders of nearly, you know, half of the world's population coming into more harmony with love. Now, if the people who followed them were willing to make the same change, then we could potentially have quite a lot of large change on the planet in a very short period of time. The problem is, though, most religious leaders are not willing to do that. Most religious leaders would like instead to make every other religion theirs. In other words, to convert the people of other religions to their faith. Because they cannot cope emotionally with having somebody with a different belief. Right? And this is a problem. We need to be able to emotionally cope with different beliefs on the planet, even if they are not what we agree with, as long as those belief systems are completely in harmony with love. If the belief system is in harmony with love, now we have some means of a uniting force. And even though we may disagree with the underlying terminology, or disagree with some underlying principles that we're still in discovery of, at least if we all agreed that we were all going to act lovingly, and we were all going to be non-violent, and we were all going to be pacifist in our nature when it comes to violence, then all of a sudden all religious sectarian violence would cease. Now, I feel today